Hi there, friends. It's Stephanie Bennett here with you. Welcome to The Secret Place, Psalm 91, where we talk about faith, communication, and culture and their overlaps. Today, in honor of remembering Walter Brueggemann, who passed last month, I want to read to you a very small passage from one of his devotionals. This is called A Way Other Than Our Own. And it's from a chapter that says, Belonging and Washing. He's referencing John 13, where Jesus talks about washing his disciples' feet. The disciples watched with indignation and astonishment. This Lord became a servant. As they watched, their anxiety ebbed some, and he said to them, "Do you know what I have done to you?" The disciples are always concrete, operational. They said, "Yes, you washed our feet." More than that, he said, "So if I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you ought to wash one another's feet. For I have set an example that you also should do as I have done to you." The drama of the towel provided an example for the disciples to replicate the truth that you have come from God and you are not your own. The towel will replicate the truth that you will go to God and your future is assured. It will replicate that the space between you and others is filled with a towel. And it will replicate that as you travel with towel and basin, you will be safe in vulnerability, treasured in obedience, and free from anxiety. The truth about foot washing. If you've never been to a foot washing ceremony or meeting, it is really humbling and really beautiful and really tender and can be just completely life-changing. But was Jesus saying that every Christian needs to get into a foot washing ministry, or just like you've been baptized, you need to have an actual foot washing every week or once a year? Did he really mean that? I don't think so, and I think the fathers of our faith didn't think so either. But he is calling us, I believe, to carry a towel. And just like so many of the other stories and parables that Jesus and miracles that Jesus did, they all point to deeper truths, not just one slice of one truth, but deeper truths. And I think that in our age of celebrity, where everyone gets their 15 seconds on TikTok if we want it, everyone gets their, used to be in boomer days of the 70s, 15 minutes of fame. Now I think it's 15 seconds. But there's this lauding of people who are talented and gifted, even if they're not talented and gifted, if they can do something dramatic or, shocking, they can become a celebrity. In other words, they can get to be known. People will hear their name, know their name, and somehow that makes them more important. This, as we know, has just bled into the Christian church in major ways, and not just this century, not just in this age of image and entertainment. This has bled into the whole Christian religion. I mean, when I think about some of the stories I've read of popes of the 600s and the 700s and the 800s, thousands, the lauding of an individual Christian who is got some leadership capacity or has been called to leadership. It's so hard to resist. It's not hard for me to resist because I don't have one of those like shattering, charismatic things happening. I'm just me, and I don't have a following. I don't want a following. I love it if you're listening and we can chat back and forth and dialogue. But I've been around too many, quote, ministries where the key person, the speaker or the writer or the entertainer, is just lifted up and lauded. And the idea of carrying a towel and washing someone's feet is typically for them just so completely countercultural. And I think whether you're a celebrity or not, it's countercultural too. It's like a lot of times it's about power, but a lot of times it's about just disdaining the difference in each other. Not loving our brother or a sister, but feeling awkward or against or in opposition to. But when you wash someone's feet, and I'm going to talk metaphorically here, basically when you carry that towel, it creates a kind of built-in vulnerability and teachability that allows you, if you're a leader now, or you're sensing God's calling you, or people just tend to follow you, carry a towel. That towel will keep you close to the Lord. If you think about, why am I carrying this towel? I only have two hands, and I've got the Bible in one hand, I've got to carry a towel in the other. Yeah, it's a good picture, I think, to follow. Because if we carry that towel and see ourselves in our mind's eye as carrying that towel, it will be a constant reminder that when we meet people, see people, it's not about puffing ourselves up or getting followers or gaining more renown. It's about how much more we can do for them, right? Anyway, I don't have a lot to say about this except what I've just said. And I do want to lift up the works of Walter Brueggemann, who is now gone to be with the Lord in the fullness. And I hope that you'll enjoy it. This little devotional that I read from is, it's devotions basically for Lent, but my goodness, they're so rich. They don't just need to be Lenten devotionals. They are good for every day. I hope you're having a great day. I hope that the joy of the Lord is your strength. I hope that in any weakness you might feel, that the love of God would flow through you in a way to lift up your eyes, lift up your heart. And I just want to say that those of you, especially those of you who come regularly to the secret place and dialogue with me regularly and comment, I wish we lived close. I wish we could have some tea together. But we don't have that way. We do have the technology to connect us here. So I want you to remember that you're loved and you're cared for. And I urge you to continue to seek the Lord and continue to love Him. You have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you again soon on that comment board. God bless you, friends. This is Stephanie Bennett saying bye now.